Okay, we're gonna start on Super for the third time. Super, by its nature, was a show made by Toei to cash in on Dragon Ball Z Medium. That was what it was made for. And I'm gonna just briefly cover this because I said it 3 times in my previous recordings of this. I said in the last one, Geekdom keeps saying, "Oh, it's coming back, it's coming back." Use Irish sources, which an Irish dubbing company, which I'm like, okay, that's really third party, and that's really out there. Is there any Funimation statement? There's nothing. He's just making up shit. All the anonymous sources. I'm like, you could say anonymous, but it doesn't mean anything. If you keep saying anonymous, we don't. Why are we supposed to care? We're supposed to care about your fucking UFO anonymous object? No, we don't fucking care. If you have actual proof, hand it. Like, I don't want to hear you just making up shit about, oh, it's coming back, and why the fuck do you want it back? It was a really shitty show. Like, GT was bad, I'm not gonna deny that. Like, it was pretty fucking bad, but Super is worse. The premise of it is what people, I personally don't like. It's based off the concept of the, 2 Resurrection DBZ movies, Resurrection F, or Katsunu F, and Battle of Gods. What bugs me about that is those 2 are pretty shitty movies. They're like generic DBZ style movies. We got Big Bad, I'm Just Evil Frieza, who's not an in-depth character at all. We got Beerus, I'm just a god that destroys things. So just kind of a good guy who gives justifications to his actions. But fuck it. There's not much. They don't explain the morality of. Oh man, they don't explore anything. It's the thing. Like and when they have a good concept, like a good Frieza and the Universe 6 saga, they fucking drop it. They drop that great concept just because it's a joke. And it's like, it's not funny. It's not fucking funny in the slightest. Universe 6 saga was a fucking joke. Every one of the characters, there was no tension. They were all more powerful. I don't want them to be more powerful because that devalues the achievement. Yes, I get that. But we shouldn't be having arcs where it's like, this is a joke, this is boring, and it is rather boring. Like, I'm watching this, and I'm just sitting down, this is fucking boring. I keep watching people fight, I'm like, yeah. But it was a tournament saga, which just read into another tournament saga. That's fucking boring. Even the fucking Otherworld tournament, which was fucking filler, was better than that. But then again, it did focus on plot. I mean, not much plot, it was mostly, I haven't watched it in the fucking wildest of times. But there's also the fact that it's based off a movie. People like to say, oh, it's canon, Toriyama writes it. He writes all of it. What he does is, he writes down his notes. He writes down like 5 fucking notes. Gives it off to Toei and Toyotaro, who writes the manga. And they say, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want with it. And they do what the fuck they want with it. They change the personalities of the characters if they want. They change the designs. They add things. It's not even the same fucking medium half the time. For example, sometimes the anime has added context, sometimes the manga don't. But again, I hate, like, there's the first 30 episodes. Everyone bitches about this, but I'm gonna be one to bitch about it too. I think it's bullshit that we had to see 30 episodes of shit we already seen that was better animated and better directed. He beats up Togama. That's even a worse exclamation than we got in the fucking movie. I mean, I'd rather have it be vague than he beats up the guy who's like Ginyu. I'm like really not entertained by that as a concept. And we got not Beerus, or aka Champa. And we got, I also hate about the Universe of Survival arc. All the gods of destruction and, like, background characters are nobodies. Like, they are just clones. Like, there's the fucking Harley Quinn and Joker person. Literally, in the tournament, there's all the characters just nobodies. They have the fucking cop guy. No one's gonna remember these characters. They're like a joke. They're like the Otherworld fighters. No one cares about them. And there was way too many they had in the tournament. They should have had it, like, each universe has, like, fucking 4 or 5, not, like, 10. And a lot of these characters, almost background characters, they're very irrelevant. There's Kale, who's literally just girl bully, like movie girl bully, because he's canon bully, as people like to call it. I'm like, it's a fucking bullshit. He doesn't even write it anymore. You can't even call it canon. I mean, I don't even like using the fucking canon argument shit, because there's just a bunch of fanboys gonna go, you disagree with what I say. I disagree with what you say, and I'm just going to say you a bullshitter. It's like, okay, dude, wild on. You see these people all the fucking time. They'll be doing the fan rants on fucking Twitter. This isn't Twitter. I'll fucking ban you out of my shit. Actually, no, I don't want ban you. That's going too far. I'll fucking roast you, then kick you off my channel after I kicked your ass. No, I'm not gonna kick you off my channel. I'm just, every time I see a comment that's an ignorant slang comment, I'm just gonna fucking roast them, put them under the fire, and show them how it really is done here. If you really don't like how it's done here, and you don't like my fucking opinions on a show, you can leave. Said that on my last stream. And I don't like SJWs, so if you go on here being a fucking SJW, I'm gonna fucking kick you off. Like, first time I'm gonna call you a fucking fag, or call you whatever the fuck. And I'm not one to have censorship, because I really don't fucking care. Most of my, like, my videos, ideas, my video, like, channel concept is based off Mad Black and, Steven Crowder. It's, you know, like, you don't see these people that often. I think I'm, like, the only millennial conservative. Most of my generation are probably fucking liberals. Can't fucking stand them, by the way, off topic. But, back to what my rant's about. Super's a shitty fucking show. It's horrible. Beerus is a generic fucking villain. That's because he was adapted from a fucking movie. That's when you know you're a bad villain when you're adapted from a movie. Most villains are like, I'm just a bad guy. I mean, I can't think of any that are actually good. People like to say Janemba, but that's because he fucking looks cool. He doesn't have any cool motivations. He's like Boo. He's just pure evil. That's not interesting. Itachi was more interesting as a character. I'm not gonna go into that. I always use Naruto as a positive example, because Naruto is like the positive example I can think of in anime. Itachi's like the best fucking villain in there. Pain's kind of dumb, I would say. Could have been done, but on like 300, the metal work. The weight work shit that you'll see later on is horrible. But back on Super, which is way high tier garbage than what people like to accuse the work of being. Majin Buu is the low fall. That's when it got really low. The Buu arc is when it sunk. But Super in general, Xeon covered this. I know Xeon's a fucking fag and shit, whatever. I don't fucking care. He made good content back in the day when he was a good YouTuber and accepted criticism. Now he's a fucking fag and he just uses that as I'm the gay shield. But aside from the point, he had this skill he used, how one arc would go directly into another, and it was a fair comparison. I really think the video was good. It was organic storytelling. The video was. It really explained one of the issues of Super. It's supposed to take place in a 10-year time skip, and also on the topic of that, there's no tension in Super. We know every character is fine because by the end of Z, they are fine, and that's supposed to be Super's supposed to be a sequel to the anime. Which it is, let's be real. It shows characters from the anime and has scenes with characters from the anime. For example, if you see the Battle of Gods arc, King Vegeta is displayed in his design that is considered non-canon, but canon's subjective. I don't want to see you guys fucking canon argue me, because I have sources I use. I'm not gonna say I'm like fucking geeked them and I have the anonymous source. I mean, I have like a few fucking wiki articles that I fucking used. I'm not like a big source guy. Like, I really can't stand people like, I'm this, and it's like, just stop putting yourself up there. But, back on topic, you get off topic a lot. Super's garbage, just generic villains. Goku Black, I'm gonna tell you, Goku Black had some chance. It had potential. But then they just fucked it up. At the end, they just fucking dug the hole in with that arc. That's what they did. It's like SAO, but that's when it really went down for me. SAO did the similar thing. The first arc was kind of this is how it is with Super too. First arc, I don't mean like the fucking part 1. I mean like when they were on Ironclad. That was kind of It wasn't good, but it was watchable. Then the second part with the fucking fairies and shit was fucking dumb. That part was really, really bad though. It was horrible. Not even the fact that due to the content of the scenes, it was just horrible. Characters were just dumb. Things here and there. And that's what dug SAO in. That second part, the second season of the first part, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, dug that show in. It dug it in. That's what it did. Super didn't dig it in. It didn't dig its grave with the Goku Black arc. But it started to dig it. And the Universal Tournament arc or whatever, it dug the hole. That's what dug the hole for me. Broly kind of redeemed it a bit, but Broly was still fucking bland. It's what people want. Fight scenes, no plot, no context. Oh man, we have went to Dragon Ball Z movie styles of writing, where it's like literally the Broly movie in the original one and the new one's not any different. He's a rage-filled monster, and it's not any different. It's like, yeah, but he feels sympathy towards his father. Okay. That changes what? It just adds a bit of characterization to him. Wow, it's a slight improvement. He has a girlfriend now or some shit, like a green fucking alien, but that doesn't change much. Again, you can't change much or it deviates from the character to the point that it's not the same. And that's what bugs me, I guess you could say, about character writing. Most people who do it don't know what they're doing, and it's horrendous to watch when they do it. And even one of the better series, like I said, Naruto, when they reveal Itachi's "I want to save the leaf" motivation, it made zero fucking sense. I kind of like his original character being, I kind of killed my clan due to power and lust, and I always seen him as kind of a Vegeta, more or less, rather than Sasuke. I never seen the parallels between Sasuke and Vegeta. I see Vegeta and as Itachi, because they both kind of despised, I would say despised everything, because, actually, no, the characters aren't much alike, actually. One's more along the lines of acceptance, while the other's more along the lines of a motivator. That's what he is. That's what Itachi is by his nature, and I think that's a fair point. He was a plot and character motivator for another character. That's what I think a villain should be. He was a great villain. Very, very great villain. Until they changed his motivation midway through the fucking arc. But back on topic, when they made the fucking movie adaptations and people are bullshitting on wikis and saying they're canon, okay, if we ought to go with that, they use the excuse Toriyama made it. No, he gives notes. Write down notes for Toyotaro and Toei are different, and it's been specified and stated by the people making it that they can change material, add characters. Like, for example, in the anime, Brienne, or whatever her fucking name is, or Brianna, whatever shit, she has, like, an added form, I guess, because the original form, like, just fat form, that's all it was supposed to be. So, the thing is, they can add or change content in the script that he so-called provides, but it's really a way to market. It's marketization of the product in order to get, like, views and sales. But in the end, it has the Toriyama made sticker. Zion made this point very well. He has made great points on anime and numerous media before, but he really fell down. I think he was a great fucking real YouTuber that we don't get much of anymore. We have all these fake people who say, oh man, I love Dragon Ball Super Saiyan Bob here, talking about the new manga chapter. And when they really don't care and they're trying to get them views for money, that's what they want. They want them views. People are going to get them views, and people can't stand that. I can't stand people who are going on my channel, and they just, like, not even going on my channel, but they just say, why don't you want them views? Because this isn't about money to me. It's like, I'm trying to make a point on here, and I could give two shits. You know, like, for example, most of these people sit in their fucking room all day. Like, I sit in my room all the fucking times, too, but I go outside, fucking water plants, and I fucking herd fucking sheep and shit. I got a fucking yard and shit. You know, like, I have, like, a life outside of the fucking computer. Most of my life is spent on the computer, unlike, other people, but I do have a life outside of the computer. And, like I said in my relationships here, I don't care to have them. I just do what I do, and I do what I do. Don't like it, don't like it. That's what I say. And my YouTube videos are like that. I say what I say, and I say what I say. If you don't like that, that's all fine. Super was just really bad. It was a really bad concept, and to have first of the two villains be nothing but we're bad guys is kind of dumb, and then have the third villain be his not Beerus, as I call him. I'm gonna call him not Beerus because Shampa's a fucking dumb name. So not Beerus is like, Beerus, I fucking don't like you. Beerus is like, fuck you too, mate. I'm gonna get my guys to beat you up. He's like, no. We don't have to fight. We have a band against that, remember? And what they did was, they're like, we're gonna have a whole tournament. I'll bring all my strongest people from my universe. You bring all yours. And he does that. He's like, I brought all my people from my universe to fight people from your universe. And guess what? The main universe fucking wins. Oh, did I mention there's different universes now? It's not that shocking to add as a concept. When it's executed very fucking shittily, it's pretty bad. Because most people, when they have an idea of a universe, it's like mostly timeline-wise. And I'm not saying it's bad to have different entire universes, but when your universe is almost clones of one another. Like, for example, there's not Frieza. That could have been Frost, because they had to scrap the idea of him being a good Frieza, being a good member of his race. Because, why not? We have not Frieza. Way to fight Goku. And he uses poison. We have not Frieza do that. And we have not Balll. You know Vegeta's Balll? Oh, we have not Balll to replace them. If you're worried about that, because Balll, you know, see, this is what I mentioned about characterization. My interest in Balll is because of my interest in Vegeta. I don't care about Balll. I care about Vegeta's reaction in relationship to Balll. That's what I care about. I care about his relationship to Balll. Cab is the same way, but we don't have... Oh, yeah, he's his brother as a concept to care about. So, like, yeah, Cabba, you just can go Super Saiyan. Cool. Thank you for destroying progress that made Vegeta almost fucking blow up a planet. Thank you. You strive for that type of power, and they just achieve it so easily. And with a writing style that's based on power of exclamation rather than characterization, it's really a slap in the face to see these characters reach such exclamations of power without a reason or worth and such. Like even, what's it called, Boo? He was shown flashbacks of defeating fucking gods. He was given reasons to be this powerful. I'm not saying they were the best, but I'm saying they gave us something. Like here, they gave exclamation, they gave a reasoning to why a thing was the way it was. And on the topic of Vegeta, they fucking destroyed his character writing from the Buu Saga. Like, he was friends with Goku, and he's like, oh man, I saved myself for Kakarot, even you Kakarot, whatnot. He's like, I love my kids, I do this and that. And by the time, like, we know GT, I know it's, you say, oh, it's not canon, I'm not gonna have this fucking debate with you. He's all settled, he has his life straight. It's like, yeah, that's fucking great. And that's what, and like, that's kind of what I expected, like a year or two later. I kind of expected him to be more like GT, Vegeta, kind of settled down, family life type of shit. But his rivalry with Goku makes no sense, because he stated to been moved past that in the Buu Saga. But no, well, people they need something to review on Super Saiyan Bob's channel, and for Never Trash. That's what they need to, do that on Forever Trash's channel too, just so you know. Hey, Geekdom, I'm just wondering, when is Dragon Ball garbage coming back, or Dragon Ball bullshit coming back? I'm just wondering when it's coming back. I thought it was supposed to be July. It was supposed to be announced in, was it May? Let me check the date it is right now. It looks to be June. Looks to be June, Geekdom. Is your Irish, party, like your Irish third-party dubbing company right now? I think it's kind of long. It might be a bit long, Geekdom. Maybe you should double-check your fucking sources before you come to people. Like, if I'm going to someone, I'm not going to give them a third-party fucking source, right? So, there's that. I'm not going to use a third-party source if I'm labeling myself as the Dragon Ball News Channel. I'm not gonna use fucking Irish fucking dubbing actors as my reasoning towards this is why I'm presenting this as news. You're presenting yourself as this is the factual information. I am the news of Dragon Ball, and you're providing false news. So you're going against your concept of your channel. Well, I would never do that. Like, if I'm always I hate fucking gays, I hate fucking trannies, I find them disgusting. I will always stick to my concept of being. I'm not gonna all of a sudden say, hey, I'm gonna get demonetized, so I don't care. I really don't care. I just want people to see my content. Because I'm not the one to care about this shit for money, because I'm not making money off this fucking shit. I'm just getting exposure, so just keep giving me exposure. And I mean, that's what I don't mean keep giving me exposure. If you want to watch my video, go ahead. But it's great to see, like, when I see people, like, say, oh, this is bad, at least you gotta think about what you do, you know? I'm not the one that thinks a lot. Like, I think a lot, yeah. Sometimes I think a lot. Like, when I'm watching a fucking episode of a show, I'm trying to think what I could see wrong. So I could be like, you know what? If you people... I love people saying overrated shit. When people overrate shit, I'm already thinking about everything. I know the franchise and whatnot, you know? Like, Elder Kai said it was someone when I was booze level, but then it's all of a sudden, like, 10 times as strong. You know why that is? It's because they don't care about continuity. They just care about getting them bucks and selling them Xenoverse DLC. You know, and I'll still buy it, but that's what they want. They don't care about the viewership or what they think. Geekdom's like, they're just spending time on production. You think they care about production? They've hit the floor so hard many times. And we're at the mole arc now, whatever shit. Goat Boy is fighting, Monkey Boy, Sun Wukong, Son Goku. I guess everyone is probably gonna say, not probably everyone's gotcha. Everyone's an overstatement. I'm fucking tired, and I'm probably gonna go to bed in like 3 fucking hours, but this is me, the Bob74H, signing off for today. Not today, I guess, just for this podcast or whatever the fuck you want to call it, video. And out.